video. I'm just going to check in to see if we're live because I've been live a few times now. Okay, we are live. Woohoo! Welcome to the weekly reset video, and this is a video which is part of my bigger series, which is end of the year reset. And I release a video week by week, and we get to really take control of our week ahead. So you can watch this on catch up, but this is really accountability for myself and then anybody else who's looking to really reset their life for the end of this year. So I am going to change it up a little bit, the format, and I'm going to try to do some timestamps as well. So the first thing I would like to recap on from last week was the quote of the week, which was, sorry, I just kind of want to get rid of myself on the screen over here. Okay, so you can do anything and not everything. So this was literally my mantra for last week, because I am someone who has so many projects. This is why I'm doing these resets, is so that I can really manage my time better and optimize. And you know what? Last week was a very client heavy content creation week, and I never got to release my podcast episode and one of these end of the year reset videos. And I was beating myself up. I was going to push myself through that. And then the quote came up to me like, you can do anything, but you can't do everything. So it's like, okay, I clearly can't get all of this out right now. What am I going to do? So I learned the art of letting go, which was really important for me, which is, it's something that I need to learn as well. So I have to still edit those podcast episodes, but you know what? So let's go into the highlights of this week. So I'm just going to write the timestamps. So the highlight of this week was I did get to prioritize client work, which is amazing. Even though client work did take over a lot of the week, so I have to be mindful of that moving into this week. But it usually ebbs and flows with clients. Especially when trying to solidify new clients, it takes a lot of energy. I think that's something I need to be mindful for and plan better for. But anyway, so basically I also landed up doing content creation for my YouTube channel, which is Miss Kif, my travel channel and my nomad channel. And I went to Marble Mountain, so I got to go out a lot more. And I went to go take some pictures for my Global Entrepreneurship Week feature, because they wanted a more like exotic location for the press release. So I really did that on Friday and Saturday were content creation days, and also I got to go out during the day. So I got to, because at the moment where I am, it's like a rainy season, so it's not every day is a beautiful sunny day, and the weather forecast for this week is going to be quite rainy. So I would have been gutted for myself if I walked into this week without having to go outside. But I've had my fix of nature and the beach and being out and about. So that was really my highlight of this week. And I would also say my fitness, because I got to run my fastest 5-kilometer time ever since I started in this year running the 5-kilometer challenge for myself. So that's like a bigger goal that I achieved for my health this year. And then also I got to hike a lot. So I worked out almost every day. I think I had one day I didn't work out. And then 6 of the days I worked out, which is great. So I feel so good. I feel really good. And I got to also work in a couple of different places, like for environment factor, I got to just adventure out a little bit better. So that's really been my highlight of the week. And then also I got to do some learning. So I got to start some Snapchat learning, which is just super awesome. Okay, so this part of the video is now we're going to just look at the different categories and what we're going to prioritize this week. So usually the categories are, so how I would do this as a recap is really going, okay, the quote of the week or your intention that you set for last week, how did that intention really play in your favor moving forward? How did it help you? And then what was your highlight of the week? Like, what are you celebrating that you loved? We're not going to really focus too much on the improvements. We're just going to think about, okay, what do we need to get done this week? So what I also realized is that I started my November reset at the end of October. So I feel like I was being so particular about hitting all these different goals, and then I realized we're only at the beginning of November. So I literally, like, I have time. So that little reflection was like, chill. Okay, so the categories that we usually have is health, productivity, sorry, I'm just trying to remember the time steps as I'm going along. And if I'm a bit scattered in this video, I do apologize. I am super tired. I still wanted to show up and do the work. And yeah, I've been troubleshooting for like an hour to try to do this live stream. So we're doing it, okay? Okay, so categories is health, productivity, projects, clients, learning, monetization, celebrating any news, testing, business development, and then I'm gonna put that's it. Okay, so health this week, I am actually finishing up a challenge and I'm going to be starting a new challenge. So I need to figure out what my new challenge is going to be that I'm going to be starting, which is really good. But I'm just really happy. There's nothing really that I have to improve in or that I want to change about my health routine. I think something as well, just reflecting back on last week with my health, is that I am adjusting. Like, this has only been week 3 of my new routine. So I am learning to be more mindful of myself. And I actually really am happy for is that I ended this week with like 4 spa treatments. I did a hair spa just before this video, and I did a leg massage because the hiking and the running, I actually hurt my ankle a little bit, so I need to just not be so extra, like chill a little bit. But I had 2 full body massages, which was really needed for me. So I feel like really rejuvenated walking into this week, which is great. Okay, productivity. I feel like I need to time manage better. I definitely feel that what I did love about last week is that I set a boundary, like after 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, I'm not doing any work. So I got to get to bed earlier, but that means I need to get up earlier. So I would say my full day could be optimized better. Okay, so projects, I'm leaving all the same goals as last week, to be honest with you, because this week I really focused on my one client, 2 of my clients, sorry. But this week I really want to focus on solidifying. So I'm just keeping all my goals from a project of last week into this week, because yeah, that's what's needed. Clients, is dedicating days for client work. Again, I'm stepping into a scenario where I feel like I'm just exhausting all my time, and I need to have boundaries because I'm limited to the amount of time that I'm contracted for working with them. So that's a me problem. really, because I need to find the most optimized way of working. It's a new client, new ways of working things out, which is fine, but we just need to like have dedicated days, basically have dedicated days, really. Then learning, I started to watch some of the videos that I did save, but I really spent about 2.5 hours learning Snapchat, and I would like to continue that journey this week. Monetization, I wanted to do 2 hours of this monetization for affiliate marketing. I haven't done it, so that's why I said it's going to be the same goals as last week for sure for this week. Any news that I'm celebrating? No, there's no news this week. I feel that I'm just implementing the work that needed to be done last week about the Global Entrepreneurship Week. So I really want to get that ready and prepped. Testing, I'm still doing the threads. Nothing to report back, to be honest with you. And then the business developing is I need to create a strategy for I'm in 3 weeks from now, and then I'm back in the UK. So, 4 weeks from now. So it's really starting to think about reconnecting to those business partners. Basically, that's what's important for me. So yeah, I feel like I literally just want to continue everything I did last week, but just try to implement it better this week. As these weekly resets are something new, it's important for, like, the biggest reflection that I've had is not to be a perfectionist when you start to create a new routine, okay? So I'm basically finished with what I've planned for this coming week. So this one's going to be quite a shorter weekly reset with me, because I've just got everything to implement, and sometimes we don't plan. Like, we plan, but things then have to move around and change. But as long as we're sticking to our goals. So for me, like, I'm gonna repeat that what I said last week really is the goals that I set for myself. I'm already not implementing what I should have been doing. Like, I'm implementing a little bit, but not to the point where I like what I should be focusing on, which is my minimal viable product. So what I did come across this week actually, is I basically came across a competitor that came into my DMs with the minimal viable product that I'm creating, which is a good thing for me because I get to see the landscape of how they're operating and things like that. So I thought that was really, really awesome. It solidified my intuition. So the only thing I always reflect on how did that make me feel. It makes me feel like I need to get going. So for me, I really want to start creating a content calendar specifically for this YouTube channel, which is like, how did I get into marketing? What's it like being a freelance digital marketer? What are my tips and my tricks? And then what I would like to do is from there, instead of creating this huge MVP situation, is that each video I can have an extra, if you want to see more, the link in the description will give you a bit of an extended video, something like that. So that is something that on my list I did say create an MVP for this project. But this is perfect. This is the perfect MVP and creating a landing page. So I definitely want to, so my Monday is definitely going to be like getting my client work out the way. Tuesday is definitely I have to take, like, I have to have some of me time, or maybe client work is half the day, but the rest of the week is me and my products and my projects, and then potentially like Friday just check in before the weekend type of thing. Because usually I wanted to do Tuesdays and Fridays, but I think maybe Monday and Friday has to be this week for clients, something like that. But it's always like this when I have new clients. It's always trying to adjust because people's different schedule and my schedules and things like that. But I've already gone out this weekend, so for me, I don't necessarily need to go out this coming weekend. I can use it to create more, film up podcasts or things like that. So usually I tend to have, I don't usually take time off for myself, unless it's a spa treatment or content creating for my other channels, which is crazy, but that's usually the case. So yeah, I think what's important is this week is implementation. I feel like if I was to create a theme of the week, is definitely implementation. So like implementation for sure. Let's choose a little quote. Okay. Actually, I love this. All great things have small beginnings. That's the quote of the week. Can you see that? Okay, this is for sure the quote of the week. All great things have small beginnings. Because I'm a very much a metrics person. I get motivated by numbers. So for me, I was like a bit impatient with my podcast, thinking, okay, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. How do I get it quicker? I think for me, the reflection points this week, which usually get me into like a procrastination phase, is more like, how can I be better? How can I do this better? How can I what's that 1% that I can achieve this week that makes my process better, right? That's always in my head. So for the podcasts, I just need to get those shorts out. Like again, it's just consistency, and this quote is so good. All great things have small beginnings. So yes, I am small, but it's about consistency, getting out, getting it done, great communication with my clients, making them happy. My mental health is really happy for the week. So for me, this week is really about implementing, getting things done, and that's that. There's no more thinking about anything. I've got all the experience in my head, especially with this MVP that now I have a solution to. So having this end of the year reset, but then also having my marketing series come out at the same time. And that's just really taking a day, thinking about what are the SEO keywords, researching it, recording it, editing it, uploading it, done. You know what I mean? Create an extended version, having that as a paid add-on, and then having a landing page, and just keep that consistent as well. So for me, I'm excited. I'm excited for this week. Let's get it. Let's smash this week, and yeah, I really look forward to sharing with you my progress at the end of the week. I am going to try to release 2 videos this week, the vision board of the end of the year series, and then also the plan with me video, because both of those should have come out already. And the plan with me really is going to be a November reset video that's going to come out, so you'll have that to look forward to this week. And yeah, good luck with whatever task that you have felt. Learn from me and try not to be so hard on yourself. I know that this is a marathon at the end of the day. It's not a sprint, and I'm learning just as much as you are. And that's what's important here, is keep grounding in your whys and just keep doing a little bit all the time. Like, I'm still moving forward. I'm just moving a little bit. And that's why all great things have small beginnings. Okay? Hope you have a great week. Ciao, ciao. Please do subscribe. See you next Sunday.